A young boy finds himself transported into a video game world where all his life records have been erased. His only chance of survival and escape lies in harnessing the most potent power within this realm. Meet Akira, a student who is deeply passionate about video games. Day in and day out, he immerses himself in gaming, becoming rather careless about the world around him. His peers view him as an oddity due to his obsession, but surprisingly, he excels academically, effortlessly acing exams that others find challenging. However, he can't take himself seriously, and his life feels monotonous and uninspired. One fateful day, he is unexpectedly attacked by a mysterious figure. Confused and frightened, he flees and takes refuge in an abandoned building. From there, he carefully observes his pursuer. To his surprise, Akira manages to evade his pursuer and even receives a congratulatory message. Little did he know that this was just the beginning of his adventure. A cat-like girl appears out of nowhere and uploads a test, causing our protagonist to lose the game, which proves to be an unfortunate event. He is shot by his opponent. As he takes his last breath, he contemplates the possibility of a second chance or the notion that this is all part of a game that blurs reality. However, fate has other plans for Akira. Sometime later, he finds himself resurrected in a mysterious place surrounded by people who, like him, have been erased from the National Registry. Their new companion, Mion, explains that they have all been selected for a special project. A sudden interruption leads to an unexpected turn of events. Million shoots the intruder with his powerful cannon arm. In this thrilling game, all the participants have received unique abilities, and they must employ them to survive this challenging program. There are two crucial rules. Their powers are initially restricted by handcuffs, which unlock after a 5-second delay, and they won't face penalties for harming or even killing opponents. Now, they must prepare for their first one-on-one duel. Akira is filled with questions but focuses on understanding his newfound power. As he reviews it, he is shocked to find out what it is. His first opponent is Kirasaki, who wields a wooden stick and warns him about his dangerous ability. 5 seconds pass, and their handcuffs are released, commencing the battle. Kirasaki thinks quickly, creating a sword with his power, which has the ability to cut through anything. Akira strategizes and reveals that his power is similar to the cat's cannon. He imagines the cannon, unknowingly activating his power, and shoots him with it, leading to his defeat. We are now introduced to Yuri, another participant. Upon returning home, she discovers her alcoholic mother under a man's control, and she's ordered to take care of her sister. Yuri desires to rescue the girl and put an end to the torment they both endure due to their terrible parents. Now, Yuri's duel is about to begin. In the intense battle, Yuri faces a strange opponent who manages to grab her, but she retaliates by crushing his arm with her superhuman strength and follows up with a powerful punch. Meanwhile, Akira remains calm as he takes everyone to the location of the second game, which turns out to be a team battle of 5 against 5. Each member introduces their abilities. The guy with the power to transform a button into anything seems unimpressed by their skills. Kumajiri, a giant, can become invincible for 2 seconds. Akira, cautious and distrusting, claims to have a cannon hand power but secretly lies to avoid revealing the truth to his teammates. The teams gather on a platform to fight one-on-one, and the outcomes will determine the winning team. The guy with the seductive persuasion ability faces off against Rin, who remains silent and unable to disclose the true extent of her dangerous power. They decide to settle the outcome with a coin toss. As the coin is thrown, the seductive guy gets eliminated mysteriously, and no one can figure out what happened. Next, Kuma goes against Ringo. After 5 seconds, he rushes to attack her, but she uses her ability to copy a fraction of her opponent's power, managing to replicate his destructive sword and defeating him. Psycho is up next. He stretches his marbles and increases their size using his abilities. Kirasaki, with strategic thinking, cleverly destroys all his marbles, leaving him defenseless, and he wins the fight. Now, it's Akira's turn to face the opponent. In the gripping showdown, Akira attempts to shoot the opponent with his cannon, but the opponent manages to block the attack. He throws a shoe to distract the opponent and swiftly gets behind him. Akira is aware that he can nullify other powers, but he must keep one hand on the floor while the other is in use. Next, Yuri faces the same guy who was once harassing him. She is astonished to see the man alive and shows no mercy as he engages in the battle. The opponent toughens his skin to withstand the attacks, but Yuri is relentless, determined not to be humiliated like in the previous team combat. The others who participated in the team battle will receive punishment, serving as servants in bunny costumes. Back in the ring, Rin tries to act friendly, but Akira brutally rejects her, considering her dangerous. Akira helps Yuri by giving her a handkerchief to cover her wound, and this act wins Ringo's admiration. Now, Mion the cat sends them off for the next game. In the new game, Akira must choose from several paths and decides to separate, leaving a parting message. He asks Yuri to take good care of the handkerchief as it holds great importance to him. Entering the place, he notices a telephone, and he learns that they now have 100 points. His mission is to acquire approximately 1,000 points, and nothing else is explained. As Akira runs off, he encounters the same guy again, preparing for a fight. However, the opponent tells him that he doesn't want to fight and is here to recruit him. At that moment, 4 guys from a clan, the red team, arrive, and Katsuya intimidates them with his bow power, although his friends had convinced him that he possessed the power of the cannon. In a daring move, Akira activates his power and shoots the opponent, allowing him to escape from danger. He expresses gratitude to Katsuya for his assistance and learns about the 3 factions, the dangerous red team, the green clan, which is Katsuya's group, and the unaffiliated blue members. Katsuya takes Akira to the green clan's base, where he discovers people of various ages, including children and pregnant women, indicating that they have been there for an extended period. Akira believes the green clan recruits weaker individuals but acknowledges that they also have skilled fighters. However, when he meets the green clan's leader, he is disappointed to find out that the elderly members are their most exceptional fighters. The leader then explains the third game's point system and missions that help them buy necessary items for survival. Akira found this base for added security but soon learns that the dangerous red team appears and kidnaps people, showing no interest in progressing to the next game, fearing it could be even worse. They establish the base as their new kingdom, with their ruthless leader Ugami in command. One of the red team members throws a bottle as punishment, and they consider killing everyone. However, the other partner holds them back, suspecting that Akira possesses another power beyond the cannon, making him the perfect spy for their team. Yuri is determined to prevent further atrocities, while Akira, unsure of his real reasons for staying, faces his leader's threat, but he blocks it with his power to negotiate peacefully. Eventually, he decides to stay as well. As they prepare to rest, a lady arrives to warn them about new recruits. Akira and Yuri end up sharing the same room for the night. Yuri misinterprets Akira's intentions, believing he is going to confess his feelings. Instead, Akira uses his powers to make Yuri believe he has telepathy, communicating with him mentally to gain his trust and extract information. He successfully learns about their true abilities. Their conversation is interrupted as they are assigned a mission to acquire more points. Arriving at the location, they encounter the same monsters that previously attacked them. Each monster defeated grants them more points, but they must not harm other team members. As the battle ensues, their allies defeat the monsters without much difficulty until the red team arrives. The red team has enslaved people, using their power called Beyond to collect debts from those they fear. The red team coerces the slaves into fighting against the monsters, ensuring they won't abandon them. Amidst the chaos, Akira wants to rescue Ringo. However, the cat summons the real boss, causing a challenging situation. The leader, with his power of negotiation, defends against the boss's attacks and counters. Unfortunately, this inflicts severe damage to his arm, and to make matters worse, the boss regenerates. Akira comes up with a plan and shares it with Yuri. He suggests that Yuri hides somewhere to avoid the red team's attention. Akira then takes on the boss alone, hoping to take it down and save Ringo. In the midst of the battle, Yuri realizes that her teleportation power is still intact. She plans to use it to defeat the boss named Gum, who wants to kill them all. However, the cat intervenes, revealing a new, more intriguing mission. The teams must compete to obtain the king's phone number, and the winning team will survive while the losing team will face death. They are given a week to prepare for the mission. During this time, Morrisai, a friend of Yuri and a fan of Ringo, reaches out to her in a video game. Meanwhile, the red team gains a new member, a blue doll, who fights an old man and a samurai while spying on them. The spy discovers that the cannon is not Akira's true power. They experiment with Akira's power and find that he can impersonate others, which proves to be a valuable skill. In their quest for allies, they approach Omoto, the leader of the Blues, to recruit his people. However, he refuses, believing he is already worth more than anyone else. They apologize for the offer, and Omoto foresees the mission's outcome, acknowledging the inevitable result. The day of the mission arrives, and Mion explains the rules. Each stolen phone represents a point, and there are 5 towers with the potential to obtain up to 10 points each. They can exchange the points for various advantages, including the ability to cancel an enemy's power. The teams begin their battle. One of them captures a tower to secure points, but the king's sudden appearance interrupts another team's attempt to claim a second tower. Akira proposes a deal with the king to form an alliance. He also aligns with Kirasaki to fight against the samurai. Through strategic planning, they manage to defeat the samurai, but the blue doll defeats their teams. Rin then comes to their rescue, using her power to create torture objects with body fluids, targeting the person controlling the puppet. Meanwhile, Akira rushes to help Katsuya, who is fighting an old man. Akira tricks the old man into believing he possesses the samurai's ability and uses it to his advantage. However, they discover that one of the old women on their team was a spy and had ties to the red team's leader. As the story progresses, we learn that the boy who wants his own kingdom experienced mistreatment from his teacher and grew tired of living in such a world. He became enraged when his teacher destroyed his book, leading him to take his own life. Since then, he has been unstoppable, and no one can defeat him. Yuri activates her power, using 8 Case's fists which crack her bones but blocks all his attacks. The boss is surprised by Yuri's immense resilience as she counters with a powerful punch, leading to a climactic and intense showdown. Akira, filled with rage and the desire to avenge his friend, attacks without any regard for consequences. Mion congratulates Akira for his victory and sends him somewhere to receive his reward. Meanwhile, Akira finds himself confused about his situation. A mysterious individual appears, revealing that he was observing everything and demonstrates his power, firing a cannon at Akira and causing serious damage. He explains that the program doesn't care about anything and aims to eliminate him, resulting in him being kicked out of the game. Akira wakes up from what turns out to be a dream. He washes his face, steadies himself, and proceeds to descend the tower where he meets Yuri. To their surprise, everyone has returned, and now they face the 4th game, which will take place in real life. The story leaves us with a thrilling cliffhanger, hinting at more intense challenges and adventures lying ahead for Akira and Yuri in the real-life game. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more anime videos.